Hey guys, I'm back, and as promised today I'm going to give you a quick review of the England Test squad. This is the upcoming series between India and England that starts in February. Very important series in the context of the Test Championship that is going on. There were a lot of COVID impacts, and due to which some of the Test matches got cancelled, but the championship is still going on, and Lords is where the finals are. And England, being the host nation, they would love to be in the finals. Per the current standings, they are not in the top two to play in that match in Lords, but this Indian tour is a chance for them to change that. If they can get 3 wins in this tour to India, which is going to be extremely difficult, they have a chance to stay in the top two and actually fight for the Chess Championship, which will be held in Lords. So let's quickly take a look at the English squad. I've already done a review on the Indian squad, which you can take a look at in the link that I'm going to add to my description. So let me know your comments about the Indian squad, but this one is going to focus on the English squad. Let's start off with their most important player, their captain Joe Root. Joe Root has been in really good form. He's been really doing well in Sri Lanka. Conditions in Sri Lanka are also spin friendly. Their team is not as strong as it used to be, but Joe Root has been playing above and beyond, and he's even scored a double century and another century in Sri Lanka already. So he's someone who is their man in form. He's their captain. He's the person who their batting totally relies on, and the conditions that they're going to see in India, it's going to be really important for him to fire, because if he doesn't fire, then the English squad is going to have a really tough time. India is a really tough place to win, first of all, and England needs to play out above and beyond their capabilities to get some victories here. The team that they've come with is strong, but Indian team is also strong and high on confidence. So Joe Root is their key. He's their captain, and hopefully he can perform up to his levels and give England a fighting chance. Next up, the openers that they have in their squad. They have 3 openers. All of them are relatively new to the international arena. This is something which is rare with England. Generally, they have always had the services of Alistair Cook, who retired, and that's the reason they have not yet been able to find that reliable opening pair after his retirement. Right now, they've come to India with the trio of Rory Burns, Dom Sibley, and Jack Crawley. Dom Sibley and Jack Crawley are the ones who've been opening the innings in Sri Lanka. There are some question marks about them, so there's a chance that I have a feeling that Dom Sibley may be dropped in favor of Rory Burns, but that is yet to be seen on what happens. But these are the 3 opening batsmen, relatively new to the English squad and to the international arena. They are talented players. They have proven themselves in domestic cricket, and that's why they are in the squad, but their lack of experience in the subcontinent and their current performances in Sri Lanka have not been super inspiring, so that's a little bit of a concern for England. But this is the opener contingent that they've brought. Next up, let's talk about some of the middle order batsmen and wicket keepers that they have in the squad. Ollie Stone is a very talented player that they have in the squad. He can bowl a little bit as well. He's a good middle order batsman. Hasn't really played too many tests, but they rate him very highly in the English setup. There's a chance that he may get some games if some of their main starters fail. So Ollie Stone is going to be someone who you can keep an eye on. Next up, the 2 wicket keepers that they have in the squad. Jos Buttler, super experienced. He's played in India through his time in the IPL. He's going to be a mainstay in their batting order along with Joe Root. And then the other wicket keeper is Ben Foakes. I have a feeling both of them will play, because in India generally the innings go long. England would want Jos Buttler to not be super tired when he comes to bat, so there's a chance that they'll have Ben Foakes in the team doing full-time wicket-keeping responsibilities, and Jos Buttler playing as a regular fielder and as a mainstay on their batting lineup. Ben Foakes is also a very good player. He's proved himself through different countries and different conditions. He's a player in the mold of someone like a BJ Watling from New Zealand. Stubborn cricketer, puts a price tag on his wicket, so he can perform well with the bat as well. He plays spin relatively well, which is very important in Indian conditions. So Ben Foakes is also someone who will be important to their lineup, and they would want him to, you know, hold one end up together and play with the tail if the situation comes to that where they lose some early wickets in the top order. Next up is the all-rounder contingent. This is a really good group of all-rounders that England have brought in. Ben Stokes is the premier all-rounder, fast bowler, left-handed batsman, and he can play well in all conditions. He also has experience of playing in India through previous tours and also through IPL. So Ben Stokes is going to be someone who is going to be there, one of the top 3 players to watch out for England, and they would want him to perform to his mark both with ball and bat in hand so that they have a chance against India. Next one, similar to Ben Stokes, Chris Woakes. He's a very good player. He has a very stable mind on his head. He can perform very well in different conditions. He's great with the ball, and he can chip in with very good runs in the lower order. So he's someone who's very good, but will he get a chance to play in the 11 is something that is tentative, because I think they won't have the chance to play him in the 11 with Ben Stokes already there and also some of the other players in their lineup. Next up is Moeen Ali. Moeen Ali has always done well against India with his spin bowling, and he's a good left-hand batsman as well. He can make a lot of runs. Moeen Ali will also be key, and I think he will be featuring in the playing 11. So stay tuned for Moeen Ali. I think he will be someone who India has to deal with. He's wily with his spin bowling. Not everyone gives him the credit that he deserves, but I think he's very good with his line and length, and he forces people to make mistakes because batsmen see him and his overs as something that they can play easily, but that's not the case. You know, he always ends up getting wickets, especially against India. He's done really well. Even in home England conditions, he's taken a lot of wickets against India. Next player is Dan Lawrence. He's also another all-rounder, fresh face in the England squad. He got a couple of test matches in Sri Lanka and he's played relatively well. He can bowl spin bowling as well, but I think it's going to be Moeen Ali who will get the nod in the playing 11. And if Moeen Ali fails for a couple of test matches, that's when Dan Lawrence will be looked into. At the start in the first test match, I doubt Dan Lawrence is going to get a game. Next up is their contingent of fast bowlers. They are extremely amazing fast bowlers that they have. Jimmy Anderson, he's a legend of the game. He knows the conditions well. He knows how to exploit some of the conditions in India as well. So he will be important. Next is Stuart Broad. Stuart Broad is also a veteran. He has a lot of wickets in India and he always plays well against India. But with the emergence of Jofra Archer and the extra pace that he brings in, I have a feeling that it will be a toss-up between Stuart Broad and Jofra Archer to get that seamer spot, because England would want to play 2 spinners. If they think Moeen Ali and 1 spinner is enough and they play 3 fast bowlers, that's the only case when Ben Stokes, James Anderson, Stuart Broad and Jofra Archer all get a game. But if England decide to play with Moeen Ali as all-rounder and 2 additional spinners in India, depending on the pitch, then I have a feeling that Broad may miss out. Jofra Archer has been a revelation in the in the recent 2-3 years that he has played. He's done really well for Rajasthan Royals as well, so he has good experience from the IPL. He's seen the conditions in India. He has that extra pace which can unsettle some of the batsmen. I think they will need him in the playing 11. It's a definite that he should be in the playing 11 because he brings that X factor to this English bowling lineup. We'll see what combination they go with. They have a few options that they can pick and choose from in the bowling department, so it's yet to be seen what happens. In the spin department, England have come back with 2 spin bowlers mainly, Dom Bess and Jack Leach. Both of them are reasonable spin bowlers, haven't proved themselves too much in the international arena, but a tour to India is always special for a spinner because they are expected to do a lot and they're expected to make an impact. Will this be the tour when one of them cements their place in the side as their premier spinner? Is yet to be seen. You know, Graeme Swann was their premier spinner, and after that they are still looking for that one person who can be their super reliable spinner. be it in home conditions or abroad. So I think that toss-up is still between Dom Bess and Leach. There have been times when England have played Moeen Ali as their only spinner and gone in with a fast bowling contingent depending on the pitch. So I have a feeling that in the first test they may think of giving Dom Bess that chance if they decide to go with 3 fast bowlers. But if not, if both Jack Leach and Dom Bess get a chance to play and Moeen Ali will be their third spinner, that will be an interesting combination to watch and for the Indian batsmen to tackle as well. So this was in just the English squad that has come to India for this tour and the first 2 test matches of this early 2021 tour. I have a feeling that the playing 11 would look like this. We'll see what happens when the squads are announced for Chennai, but this is my playing 11. Dom Sibley, Rory Burns, Joe Root as their captain, then comes Jos Buttler, Ben Stokes, Ben Foakes as the wicketkeeper, Moeen Ali in the squad, Jimmy Anderson, Dom Bess, Jack Leach and Jofra Archer. Again, the choice between Stuart Broad versus Jack Leach is going to be an interesting one. Let's see what England comes back with. I do feel that the playing 11 that I pointed out could be their best bet at the start of the tour, but if they think that they need the services of Stuart Broad to bring in that extra depth in their batting as well, then there's a chance that Stuart Broad may play. But for me, that was the playing 11. I have a feeling that they need to attack with spin and they need to get wickets from India, which is going to be a hard proposition because the Indian batsmen are very adept in playing spin bowling, and I have a feeling that this will be a tour where England will struggle to get a win. I have a feeling this tour will go 3-love in favor of India, and they will be a part of the Test Championship finals that will be played in Lords. Let's see if my prediction comes true. Let me know what you think about my review of the English squad and if you think there were any notable absentees. For me, I think Johnny Bairstow could have been in the squad. That is going to be a big miss. And also Sam Curran. Sam Curran has some experience playing in the IPL and he's a good fast bowling all-rounder. He brings variety with his left arm bowling as well. He could have been a good addition to the squad looking at the future because he's really young. Those two are my notable absentees from this English squad, but we'll see what happens for the last 2 test matches. They may make changes to the squad, but this is the squad they are bringing in. Thank you for all the support that you have been giving my channel and my videos on cricket. I do plan to continue to post such videos and give you reviews on the squads of first of all the England and India series that will be going on and the next 2 test squads when they are released, and then give me your comments about what you think about my videos and what you want to see on my channel. I also want to thank all of you for the support in liking my videos, sharing my videos with your friends. Hit the subscribe button. Let me know what videos you want to see and then I'll try to post those as soon as I can.